Hey there, all you Yinzers. This is Double AP bringing you another episode of Yinzology, the study of all things Pittsburgh. Ancient legend has it that shaved ice desserts originated in Japan going all the way back to the 8th century. Now, when the Japanese immigrated to Hawaii and opened up little grocery stores, they brought along their delicious, delightful shaved ice desserts. You may be familiar with a famous shaved ice shop called Masumoto in Hawaii. And you might be a Yinzer if you know where this video is going. Oh, that's right. You guessed it. It's that iconic orange ice cart owned and operated by Gus Caleris himself. It is Gus and Yiayia's. Yaya is Greek for, I think, grandmother or mother in honor of his mother, in honor and memory of his wife. This is Gus and Yiayia's ice ball cart. And this cart is a hallmark of the iconic. It's what we call on this channel. We've talked about it before. It's the Pittsburgh pioneering spirit of tough attitude, withstanding the test of time. Gus, your dad was a lad is when he started working. He was 2 years old when he was helping his dad work this cart. The toughness over time. And then the Pittsburgh pioneering spirit also includes this long-standing uh, equality, and it's distinguished by love and hospitality and family. I mean, now Gus has children and he's got grandchildren and he's got great grandchildren, and they all play a part in rallying around grandpa, great grandpa. They all help Gus out working this cart. And it's just a beautiful story. And there's Gus himself, the legend, the man. I don't know how old he is. You look on, I don't know if Gus knows how old he is. Some people say he's in his 80s. Some people say he's in his 90s. All I know is age doesn't matter when Gus is an inspiration. He's still working the cart. He's still moving around. He's still, look at this. I think this may be his son, maybe his grandson. If shaving this block of ice, they go through about 40 pounds, 40-pound blocks, 3 blocks in a day. If this doesn't get you excited, this doesn't give you goosebumps, you need to check your pulse, check your blood pressure. You need to take your blood pressure medication. You need to check it. You need to break out the smelling salts because this is exciting. And about the only thing that's changed is the flavors. They've added flavors. Look at all the flavors: orange, cherry, pina colada, root beer, you name it, they got it. They also have peanuts and popcorn.
Anything else?
Now you see this nice lady getting her ice ball, and make no mistake, when you come down here, don't call it a snow cone, okay? That is a rookie mistake. You're from out of town, you don't know what you're talking about. These are ice balls. These are not snow cones. And I like to think when you get your ice ball, there are 3 stages. The first stage I like to think is the crunch stage. That is when the ice is still frozen, and so it's hard and crunchy, and you got to watch your front teeth, and it's got a nice strong crunch. Then it's, on a hot summer day, because it's spring or summer when the orange cart rolls out and that ice starts to melt, it's going to go into stage 2. Stage 2 is called the slushy stage, where it's a combination of like the crunchy ice, and now it's kind of slushed up into like half liquid, half ice. This is my favorite stage. Stage 3 is when there is no slush left and it's just melted and it's just liquid. And it's about like a shot glass and a half of just sugar liquid. You just drink that up, and that is the end. That is the end of stage 3 of the 3 stages of your ice ball. There's Gus there dishing out the popcorn. And I think above the popcorn, I think on the cart, it does say 1934. So technically, I think that is 89 years, even though the cart said 88 years. I think they got to update. I think it's the 89th year that this card has been on working and operating. What does that say? It says 19. Oh, I think it said 1934. But that's what we love about Gus and Yiayia. It's about honoring the past. And if you've been watching this channel, you know we love to travel back in time. And when you see that ice block, I immediately think of a time before there were refrigerators. You think of the Iceman coming down your street on a horse and buggy, selling you a block of ice. And then you take that block of ice and you throw it in your ice house to help help let your food last a little bit longer. A lot of users don't know we had a lot of ice houses. We had one down on Smallman Street down in Lawrenceville. It's called the Chautauqua Lake Ice Company. They stockpiled ice harvested from New York lakes that were shipped to the Berg by rail cars. This all happened around the end of the canal era and when the railroad started really taking off. We also had one up there in Conneaut Lake, and they would ship ice to Pittsburgh, Cleveland, New York, and they were known for their purity. They had pure ice, you know. We're talking Breaking Bad, yo, Mr. White type of ice. They would ship 100,000 tons of ice annually up until the 1920s through the 1950s, up until refrigerators and Bob Vance took out and put out of business all the ice houses. And now they're all high-end studio apartments or art galleries or restaurants. Now they put them all out of business. And so that's what I love about Gus and Yiayia is it's like going back in time where you're getting this shaved ice right off the ice block. And if you're thinking about coming down, before you do, the best way to find out if they're open, because remember, they're a family owned business. Life happens, weather happens, things get in the way. They've got weird hours, weird times of operation. You want to go on Facebook, on social media. That's the best way to find out if they're open for that day. So before you come down, make sure they're open for that day and enjoy your Gus and Yiayia ice ball. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have, you better like that button, click that like button, share the video, share it with a friend. And then don't forget to click the bell to be reminded to be notified when the next video we make, you'll be notified. Have a great summer. Enjoy your ice ball. Until next time.